Like they say, the evil comes out in the night. Maybe the Batman comes out and all that. So, yeah.
Welcome to the Change My Way of Life podcast. Shree Krsna Guruji.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Today, we're going to be tackling the last part of that saying, early to bed and early to rise. You'll become healthy, wealthy, and wise. It said it will make you wise. So how does this sleeping early, go to bed early, waking up early make you wise?
See, in our world, in India, what we normally do is we do a lot of reading, saying prayers and reciting and doing the japa and meditating early in the morning. We do this kind of a thing, yoga and all that, pranayama. Now, it helps us in creating good memories. When I was a kid, my mother would say, go to sleep early. And if you have not studied during the day, something might have happened and you might not have opened the book. So we would keep the book under our head and go to sleep. And believe me, it sounds very uncanny, but I would know what is written in that book. It was so strange. I mean, I don't have to read the book to know what is there. So next day, I would know. So I think a person becomes a very wise man. You will find that all our sages and saints, they are very wise people because they have written all the scriptures and stuff like that. And who am I? All that kind of things. Think like that. So even my Gurudev is literally all awake almost all the time. So we have to ensure that we spend a lot of time gathering knowledge from outside sources, and especially if you are awake and if you study earlier part of the day, then retention is very good. At the end of the evening, if you are going to sit and study, you will find that your entire day's tiredness is with you. Your body is craving for rest. Now in that, what are you going to learn? Nothing. And that is the reason why you will find that it doesn't work like that. In some cases, it has worked. Like say, for example, in case of Isaac Newton and all, we have heard stories like he would sit under the lamps and read and all that. That is because he was doing something during the day. And he was a very meticulous person. So yeah, it can happen like that. But here I am talking about something which you read, learn, retain your memory, do it during the daytime. The earlier part of the day, you will retain this memory for quite some time. But if you do it the later half of the day, that's the evening time, you will find your body is not in a position to grasp those things. And that is the reason why we have to try to learn more during the day. And naturally, you will become a wise person if you have knowledge.
Yes. Okay. So why is it that people in spiritual, why do they try to follow this pattern of early to bed and early to rise?
A simple example I will tell you. You will find that most of these great sages and people who are, say, intelligent ones, they would take early in the morning bath. 4:30, 5 o'clock. They will go and take that cold bath in the Ganga river and all that. We have read about it. So why would they do it? If you think your body has a cycle, don't you think the river also has a cycle? Don't you think even the sun, the moon has a cycle? If the river was muddied the whole day because of all the effluents and stuff like that being pumped inside the river, maybe for 4 hours or 5 hours, the things might have settled down. This is just a way of telling you that, okay, I can have bath in the morning. Maybe the water is going to be pure. I'm just saying. But the sages and the saints developed this ability of getting up early in the morning because at that moment in time, our body cycle, the circadian cycle, works very beautifully. So they do morning activities like meditation and all. and pranayama, yoga. They do Surya Namaskar. All these are activities which are mentioned in our scriptures. If you do them early in the morning, you really are fresh and with yourself the whole day. Think about it. If there is a lot of dirt in your system and it doesn't get cleaned, the next day, have you noticed, you wake up with your yesterday's problems all over again? Have you noticed it? You know, these sages and saints and these sadhus and the Mahatmas, they have a system where they are throwing off all their dirt, the previous day's dirt, away. And the early morning path that is there is cleaning up their entire body, their minds, all the layers that are there. And that is the reason why they get up early in the morning, they do all their ablutions, and they ensure that their disciples also do the same. In my world also, I ensure that my disciples also get up in the morning. Our breakfast is very early. Everything happens in very clockwork precision. And yeah, it is important.
Yes, Guruji. Now, are there any exceptions to this?
Yeah, there is a owl. There is a owl and the night birds are there. They have work to do in the night. See, the reason why they are there and the reason why their cycles are different, because their inherent inborn tendencies are those. You will find that the owl is made in that manner. Someone who can catch rodents and all those kind of things which move off in the night, they need, somebody has to feed on them, isn't it? You have to understand that as well. So I am sure, the divine projection is such that there is going to be a balance between the two. Like they say, the evil comes out in the night. Maybe the Batman comes out and all that. So yeah, so these exceptions are there. And those who work in the evenings and those who go to sleep during the day, we naturally call them that, night owls only. So exceptions are there. So they have to cater to a certain audience and their inherent clocks are reset in that manner. The clock inside, which we say, your own rhythm, is set up in the complete reverse manner. It is possible. I mean, there are those kind of exceptions and we have to accept them.
Yes.
I can't say I don't want an owl or a bat. They have to be there, isn't